Hey everybody, Jason from Griptape here, excited to bring you another episode of Griptape Nodes for ComfyUI. In this one, I want to demonstrate some new functionality that was just added in Griptape version 21, which is the ability to use Ollama as a configuration driver for your agent. So that was added recently in Griptape version 21, and it is added now in ComfyUI nodes. So I'm going to take you through the process and what that actually means. So basically, previously, when you were running Griptape ComfyUI nodes, you had to have a API key for using either OpenAI or Amazon Bedrock or something like that. You need to be able to run a large language model from one of those big providers. Ollama is an application that you can run on your own machine that allows you to basically use some open source large language models right on your own machine. Very, very cool. You can use things like Llama 3, Mistral, Llama, all sorts of stuff like that. And the nice thing is now within ComfyUI, you can install any of those models and then use the Ollama prompt driver to basically run those models. So let's go ahead and take you through the process. First things first, you do need to install Ollama on your machine. So to do that, you go to ollama.com and click on download. This will allow you to download the Ollama install tools and install it on your machine. Go ahead and go through that process, and I will wait while I drink some coffee. Now that you're done, the next step is to bring in a couple of models. So if you click on the models link in here, you can see a list of all the different models that are available to you. For example, the top one here, if you click on that, that is Meta's Llama 3, very, very capable model, pretty cool. There's two different versions, the 8 billion and the 70 billion. Go ahead and read through all of the stuff to be impressed with everything that it can do. And then to install it, you will go to your terminal and just type Ollama run Llama 3, like that. The first time you run this, it will actually download Llama 3 for you, which is about 4 gigabytes. So for some of you on a really nice internet connection, that'll go super fast. For those of you like myself who are not, you can drink more coffee. Anyway, once it downloads the model, you will see a prompt here that says like send a message. So I could say, hi, what model are you? And you'll see that it responds with some information. So the cool thing about this is running locally on your machine. It's not reaching out to an external API. So we definitely want to use this inside ComfyUI for some of the work. Let's go ahead and quit. And let's jump back over to ComfyUI, clear our screen. So to create this configuration node, go to Add Node, Griptape, Agent Helpers, and you will see a new configuration here, Ollama. Now what this will do is automatically give you a drop down of all of the different models that you've installed for Ollama. So right now I've got Llama 3, Mistral, and Lava. You can grab as many of these as you want and choose the one that you're going to use. So I'm just going to choose Llama 3 because that was the one that we just looked at over there. Then what we need to do is give this configuration to an agent. So we go to Griptape, Agent, Create Agent. Here you are. Take that configuration, plop it in there. Let's go ahead and display our output text. So again, we do display text like so, throw that in here, and we can type a message that says like, hi, I'm Jason, big fan, love your work. Let's cue the prompt. And what this will do is use that local Llama 3 model to run, which is awesome. So this agent now is using Llama 3. So let's go ahead and just go change the color of this just so we can really enjoy that fact that it is an agent using Llama 3, which is super cool. Let's then use that agent for more stuff. So if we go to agent, create agent run, we can pipe this agent into here. Let's actually reorganize this so we can see how this agent is flowing through. And copy that, paste this, take the output from here, plop that into the input, and say, what's my name, friendly bot? And as you can see, it says, you told me earlier, Jason, you're a big fan and love my work. So we have a Llama 3 model running locally that has contextual memory. It can remember what you've been doing. You can pipe one agent into another and use it as you need to, which is super, super cool. Now, one of the things to be aware of when you're using one of these open source models is that they are not quite as powerful as some of the other commercial models. Like, for example, If we go to our helpers and we look at the ones from OpenAI or Bedrock or things like that, these models can handle quite a lot more complexity. One of the areas where you will notice this is when you start using things like tools. So a tool, just as a reminder, can be something like Griptape tools. You can see the calculator, date, time, web scraper, file manager, etc. The way this works normally when you're using a Griptape agent, if you connect a tool to this agent here, let's go ahead and disconnect this. What will happen is the agent will look at the tool and use something called chain of thought to figure out, based off of your prompt, whether or not you need to use the tool. So for example, if I go like this, what day is it? And I run this prompt, what's going to happen is right now this agent is going to see the prompt here and then realize it's got access to the tool, and it'll say, do I need to use the tool? No, I don't. So it just responds to the prompt. Then it'll see this prompt here, which says, what day is it? And it goes, oh, I do need to use the tool, and it'll respond with the tool. This is one of the benefits of using the bigger models like the ones from OpenAI or Anthropic, where it can handle complicated things like this. With one of the open source models, it's not as powerful as the other models. It will get confused. So as you can see, when I run this, it says this agent configuration model Llama 3 may run into some issues using tools. Please consider using a different configuration, a different model, or removing tools from the agent and use the Griptape run tool task node for specific use, which I haven't shown you yet, and I'm about to now. That is one of the trade-offs of using one of these local models. It's not as powerful, and it's not able to handle multiple tools and understand how to use them. So how do you work with a situation where you want to use one of the open source models and you want to use one of the tools? Well, what we can do is, instead of piping this tool into the create agent, I'm going to delete that node there. What I'm going to do, let's delete this. We're going to go to create node, Griptape, agent tasks, and there is a task here called the Griptape run tool task. What it will do is take the single tool and run it for that agent. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take the tool, I'm going to throw it in here, and I'm going to say, what day is it? Copy this, paste it down, and go ahead and run this one. So what's happening here is we have the agent, which is a Llama 3 configuration. So it's running and it says, nice to meet you. Then I run a tool task and I pass it this date time tool. And this one, it can figure out and know how to use. So the difference is whether or not the agent needs to understand chain of thought. When you connect the tools to an agent this way, you're giving a large chunk of tools, and so it has to use chain of thought to figure out which tool to use. When you're running a tool with this tool task, it's basically just saying, hey, execute this code on this tool. It doesn't have to use chain of thought. It works quickly and is able to return a result very fast. So that is the trick. If you're going to be using one of these open source models with an agent and you want to run a particular tool, just go ahead and use the tool task as opposed to connecting it to the agent. All right, that covers it for the integration with Ollama. Thanks very much. Have an awesome afternoon. See you later.